Outlook search not working? You type something in and nothing shows up, or worse, completely the wrong results. Before you blame Outlook, let me show you what's actually going wrong and how to fix it in under 5 minutes. Hello again, welcome back to another Microsoft 365 Outlook tutorial. I'd like to go through a couple of problems that people have with searches. So the first thing is, where are we searching? I'm in my inbox at the moment. Search box sits up at the top. This is the desktop version of Outlook, and you can see that the search box is currently empty. So if I click in there, here it says current mailbox. Now most people ignore this, but this little drop down allows you to choose current folder, subfolder, or all mailboxes. So if you're just searching in the current mailbox and you can't find what you're looking for, you might need to change that to all mailboxes. You can see that I've searched here previously for social media. If I just click on that again, up pops social media, and all of these are messages regarding social media. So that's the first point. You can change the folder that you're looking in. That alone fixes a huge number of issues. Next, we'll look at filters. Outlook loves filters, but it doesn't always make it obvious that they're turned on. Let me clear that search now and click back in the box. Now if I click the drop down at the right hand side, you can see that all these fields are now open. So we're back to the current mailbox here. You can change that from here. You've also got attachments, and you'll see a yes or a no if you select that field, and then you can specify what the attachment is called. You can put from, so you can search for a particular person, and you can add a word that appears in the body. You can say what date it's received, and both of these are date pickers. You can specify a word that appears in the subject line, or you can specify who it's coming from. So for example, if I type in the name of a colleague, Pete Ledger, and then click search, it now returns all emails coming from Pete Ledger. So this is another valuable tool, and to clear the search, all you need to do is click on the X on the right hand side, and that search is now removed. The third thing that sometimes happens is if you're not seeing emails, this is where people often think Outlook is broken, and sometimes this is because the indexing hasn't finished. Now if you go up to File and then down to Options, this will open up the Outlook Options dialog box, and if you click down here in Search and then click on Indexing Options, you'll see the Indexing Options panel appear, and here you can see that indexing is still in progress. Search results might not be complete during this time. So the way to fix this is simply to wait until the indexing has been finished, and then you'll be able to complete the search again. The other way you can do it is go down here to Modify, and when you get the Modify dialog box open, make sure that you've got Outlook ticked. So at the moment we're searching Internet Explorer history as well here. Just make sure that Outlook is ticked there and say OK. Or you can also click Advanced and then Rebuild. So if you want the indexing to be started all over, click Rebuild and you're done. I'll close both of those now and close the Options dialog box. This can take a little time, but it fixes deeper research. And finally, the last resort if the search isn't working is simply to close Outlook and restart it. And it sounds basic, but that works more often than you'd think. Let me just switch over to the web version of Outlook now so that I can show you the differences in here. So once again, here's my inbox. I'm just going to click on search, and you can see that on the left there is the equivalent of the same options that we had in the desktop version, and we can switch this to all folders. In the search box, you see a slightly different interface here. You can search for all email, files, teams, or for people, and anybody that is in your contacts list, then you can see their email address is already listed here. You can also see that I've searched once before for Bright West. Now this is another project that we were involved in, so if I click that, there we go. So we have a Bright West updates from Alan Graham. And again, over on the right hand side here, you can see this little drop down, which is basically the same as the filter options that we had in the desktop version. And from here, of course, you can clear any filters that you might have. We don't have an options dialog box here because this is the online version. But if I go to File and Settings, then you'll see the same sort of options here for search. So if we go down to Search in the menu, You can see that we are currently set to search the current folder, but we can switch that over to all folders. We can also search for deleted items and then show the top 7 most relevant results. And as it says here, to see details or take action in your search history, you can go up here to privacy and data, and then you'll see your history here, which you can export as a CSV file. I'm just going to delete that search now and then return to my inbox. So if Outlook search isn't working, check this. Make sure you're searching the right mailbox, make sure that filters aren't blocking the results, make sure indexing is complete, make sure you're viewing all the results, not just the most recent, and as a last resort, Outlook has a quick restart. And if that fixed it for you, let me know in the comments. And if you use Outlook regularly, I've got a full course where I show you how to actively take control of your inbox and not fight with it. The link is in the description. So thanks very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the next tutorial. Bye for now.